Hello students, welcome to today's session. In this session, let us discuss about chapter number 9, exercise 9.2. Okay, as question number 1, choose the correct answers and give justification for each. Coming to question number 1, the angle between a tangent to a circle and the radius drawn at the point of contact is. The angle between a tangent to a circle and the radius drawn at the point of contact. So this is our radius. Suppose this is our tangent. What is the angle between? Angle between a tangent to a circle and radius drawn at the point of contact. Here angle will be how many degrees? According to theorem 9.1, angle between radius and the tangent is 90 degrees. So first one, option D. Second one, from a point Q, the length of the tangent to a circle is 24 cm and the distance of Q from the center is 25 cm. They are asking to find the radius of the circle. So here they have given length of the tangent is 24 cm. They have given length of the tangent is 24 cm and the distance of Q from the center is 25 cm. Distance of Q from the center is 25 centimeters. Distance between center to a point which is outside of the circle is 25 centimeter. Now they are asking to find the radius, right? So the side opposite to right angle is called hypotenuse. Here hypotenuse is OQ square and the other two sides are OA square and AQ square. OQ is 25, 25 square equal to OA is nothing but radius and AQ is given 24 square. So 25 square is nothing but 625 equal to R square plus 24 square is 576. Transpose. So 625 minus 576 equal to R square. 15 minus 6 9, 11 minus 7 4. R square equal to 49. Square you transpose, it becomes root. Therefore radius is 7 centimeter. So what is the option? Here option is A, right? Now coming to third question, if AP, AQ are two tangents, a circle with center O, so that angle QOP is 110 degrees, then angle PAQ is equal to dash. Okay? That is our question number 3. Given OPQ which is 110 degrees and they are asking to find what is angle PAQ. They are asking to find the value of PAQ, right? We know students, as OP is radius, AP and AQ are the tangents drawn from external point to a circle. So as AP is perpendicular to the AP is tangent which is perpendicular to the radius OP. AQ is the tangent which is perpendicular to the radius OQ. Perpendicular in the sense how many degrees here? 90 degrees, 90 degrees. If you observe APOQ which is a quadrilateral. As we have four sides, 1, AP, OP, OQ and AQ. We have totally 4 sides. Hence it is a quadrilateral. Okay. Now we know that angle sum property of a quadrilateral is, in a quadrilateral sum of the three angles equal to 360 degrees. So the three angles are, one is PAQ, what we want is plus angle P plus angle O plus angle Q, that is implies 360 degrees. So angle PAQ plus angle P is 90, angle O is 110, angle Q is 90 equal to 360 degrees. Angle PAQ 90 plus 90 180, 180, 190, that is equal to 290, equal to 360. 290 you transpose, so angle PAQ equal to 360 minus 290, that implies how many degrees? 70 degrees. So this angle is how many degrees? 70 degrees, right? Next, if tangents PA, PB from a point P to a circle with center O are inclined each other at an angle of 80 degrees, then angle POA is equal to given they are inclined to each other at an angle of 80 degrees. Tangents PA and PB are inclined each other at an angle of how many degrees? 80 degrees. Okay, let us join O to P. Okay, so this is our angle bisector. Angle bisector in the sense it divides the given angle 80 degrees into two halves, that is 40 and 40. We know that PA is our tangent, OA is our radius. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent. This is our 90 degrees. Actually, they are asking to find what is the value of POA. They are asking to find what is POA. So, if you consider POA is a triangle because it has three sides. So, we are considering this triangle. In triangle AOP, okay, angle POA plus 90 plus 40, that is angle sum property of a triangle is 180 degrees. So angle POA 90 plus 40, 130 equal to 180. 130 you transpose, it will become 180 minus 130. So angle POA value is, this is our 50 degrees. Right? Now coming to question number 5. In the figure, XY and X dash Y dash are two parallel tangents to a circle with center O. XY is one tangent. X dash Y dash are the two parallel tangents to a circle with center O. And another tangent AB with a point of contact C, and another tangent AB, another tangent AB with a point of contact C. Another tangent AB with a point of contact C intersecting XY at A and X dash Y dash at B, then what is angle BOA? They are asking to find what is angle BOA. Is it clear question? XY and X dash Y dash are two parallel tangents to a circle with center O. Another tangent AB which is intersecting the circle at the point of contact C, and XY at A and X dash Y dash at B, then they are asking to find what is angle BOA. You know children, so if you observe here, this is our diameter and this is our semicircle. You know, in class 9 we have a theorem, what is the angle in a semicircle? If you consider this is our semicircle. What is the angle in a semicircle? Angle in a semicircle at the center is how many degrees? 90 degrees. So answer is how much? The answer is 90 degrees. Students, these all 5 MCQs are very, very important MCQs which carries one half mark bit, right? Now coming to question number 2. Two concentric circle of radii 5 cm and 3 cm are drawn. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Two concentric circle of radii. You know what do you mean by concentric circle? A circle with the same center but different radii. Two concentric circles of radii 5 centimeter and 3 centimeter. This is our 3 centimeter circle and this is our 5 centimeter circle are drawn. Find the length of the chord of the largest circle. You know what do you mean by chord? The line segment joining any 2 points on a circle. The line segment joining any 2 points on a circle is said to be a chord. Here AB is the chord of largest circle which is touching the smaller circle at this point. Right? Now they are asking to find length of the chord of the larger circle which is touching the smaller circle. Students, if you observe here, as OP is our radius of first circle, A is our external point to the smaller circle, then what about AP? AP is the tangent, yes or no? AP is the tangent and OP is the radius. We know that radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Now what is triangle OAP? OAP is a right angle triangle. Right angle is at P. Then OA is hypotenuse, which is 5 centimeter. OP is 3 centimeter. So by using Pythagoras theorem, OA square equal to OP square plus AP square. OA is 5, OP is 3, and then AP. 25 equal to 9 plus AP square. 9 you transpose. 25 minus 9 equal to AP square. 25 minus 9, 16. So square you transpose, it becomes root. What is the square root of 16? That is equal to 4. AP is 4 centimeter. So what we got the length of AP? 4 centimeter. Okay. Similarly, OB also, outer circles, bigger circle of radius 5 centimeter. Obviously here also Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse is OB. 5, 3, then you will get 4 centimeter here also because 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets. Similar. Now, what is the length of tangent? What is the length of the chord AB? AB is nothing but AP plus PB. So AP is 4 centimeter, PP also 4 centimeters. So what is the total length of the tangent? Total length of the chord? Length of the chord is 8 centimeter. Students, which is an important question. Next, coming to question number 3. Prove that parallelogram circumscribing a circle is rhombus. Parallelogram circumscribing a circle is rhombus. Okay. As ABCD is a rhombus, ABCD is a parallelogram. What is the property of a parallelogram? In which two sides are opposite sides are parallel as well as equal. AB equal to CD and AD equal to BC. Prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. We need to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. What is rhombus? A quadrilateral in which adjacent sides are equal. Okay, parallelogram means opposite sides are equal, but whereas a rhombus in which adjacent sides are equal, all four sides are equal. All four sides are equal. So, as the circle which is intersecting the parallelogram at point P, Q, R as well as S. Clear? So, if you take A is an external point to a circle, A is an external point to a circle, length of the tangents that can be drawn from external point to a circle are equal. I mean, here AP is tangent as well as AS is also tangent. Length of the tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. So I can say that AP equal to AS. This is our equation number 1. Now if you consider B is an external point, then BP and BQ are the tangents drawn from external point to a circle. Also they are also equal. BP equal to BQ. This is my equation number 2. Similarly, if you consider C as an external point, length of the tangent drawn from external point to circle are equal. CR equal to CQ. CR equal to CQ. This is my equation number 3. As well as if you consider D is an external point, length of the tangents DR and DS, they are drawn from external point to a circle D, then I can say that dr equal to ds. This is my equation number 4. Now what you do, add 1, 2, 3, 4. Add equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3 and equation number 4. So let us add AP plus BP plus ER plus DR equal to AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. So what is AP plus BP, children? AP plus BP is nothing but AB. CR plus DR is nothing but CD. AS plus DS is nothing but AD. BQ plus CQ is nothing but BC. Right? So what is AB? Already we know that from the property of parallelogram, AB equal to CD. So in place of AB I can write as CD as it is. Also we know that AD equal to BC. In the place of AD let us write BC. So BC plus BC. So CD plus CD, that implies 2CD. BC plus BC, that implies 2BC. I can cancel 2, 2. So what I got? I got CD equal to BC. What is CD and BC? CD and BC, they are the two adjacent sides. CD and BC are the adjacent sides, right? Hence, ABCD is a rhombus. Did you got my point? Parallelogram means opposite sides are equal. AB equal to CD. Whereas in rhombus, adjacent sides are also equal. We have proved CD also equal to BC. These two sides are equal, we proved. Adjacent sides. Also opposite sides are equal. All four sides are equal, hence ABCD is a rhombus. Okay children, I hope you understood. Now coming to question number 4. A triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 3 cm. A triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 3 cm. Right? Such that the segments BD and CD into which BC is divided by the point of contact D are 9 cm and 3 cm respectively. Okay? I mean given length of BD is 9 cm and length of CD is given 3 cm. Now they are asking to find the sides AB. The question is they are asking to find length of AB and length of AC. Students, you know, as radius is given 3 cm, OD is 3 cm, as OE is also 3 cm because it is also radius. Right? Listen now. If you consider C is an external point to a circle, then what is CD and CE? They are the length of the tangents drawn from external point to a circle. So hence, if CD is 3 cm, then CE is also 3 cm. Length of the tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. Then what about this O, D, C, E? Because in which all the four sides are equal, each and every side is 3 cm. Hence, this is our quadrilateral square, right? In a square, each and every angle is how many degrees? In a square, each and every angle is 90 degrees. Hence, what is angle C, children? Angle C is 90 degrees. So children, from this we can say that ABC is a right angle triangle, right angle is at C. That we have come to one conclusion. ABC is a right angle triangle, right angle is at C. Is it clear my point? Because it is given length of CD is 3 cm. Obviously C is also 3 cm. Radius is given 3. All four sides are equal, hence it is a square. In a square, each and every angle is 90 degrees. Now, if you observe point B, so external point, length of the tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. If you consider this is the point F, then BD equal to 9 cm, then BF also 9 cm. Next, we don't know let the length of AE is x centimeter, then AF also x centimeter, right? So BC is BD plus DC, 9 plus 3, 12 centimeter. AC is AE plus EC, x plus 3 centimeter. AB is x plus 9 centimeter. Okay, as we know that ABC is a right angle triangle, the side opposite to right angle is hypotenuse, that is AB whole square equal to AC square plus BC square, that is 9 plus 3, 12 square. Now I can apply Pythagoras, A plus B whole square formula. A square plus B square plus 2 into A into B is equal to, again A plus B whole square formula. A square plus B square, 3 square plus 2 into x into 3 plus 12 square is 144. X square cancel because in between we have equal sign. So 9 square is 81 plus 2 9s are 18x equal to 3 square is 9 plus 2 3s are 6x plus 144. Right? So here we have 18x. Let us transpose 6x here, minus 6x, 144 plus 9, 153 minus 81. 18x minus 6x equal to 12x, 7 minus 3, 2, 3 minus 1, 2, 15 minus 8, 7. Here 12 is multiplying, transpose, it will become 72 by 12, as 12 table 12 1 are 12 6 are. What is the x value? We got the length of x is 6 centimeter. This is our 6 centimeter, this is our 6 centimeter. Now what is the length of AB, children? Length of AB is 9 centimeter plus 6 centimeter. So 9 plus 6, that implies 15 centimeter. AB is 15 centimeter. Now what about length of AC? AE plus EC. AE is 6 centimeters and EC is 3 centimeters. So 6 plus 3, 9 centimeter. So what is the length of AB and what are the lengths of AB and AC? 9 centimeters and 6 centimeters. Is it clear, children? I hope you understood question number 4. Now coming to question number 8. In a right triangle ABC, a circle with side AB as diameter is drawn to intersect hypotenuse AC in P. Prove that the tangent to a circle at P bisects the side BC. This tangent is there, at point P, bisects the side BC. We need to prove that BQ equal to QC. This tangent is there, at point P, will bisect the side BC, means length of BQ must be equal to length of QC. Right? Children, if you observe here, as Q is an external point to a circle, what is QB and QP? They are the length of the tangents drawn from external point to a circle. So I can say that BQ equal to QP. This is our equation number 1. What is the reason? Q is an external point to a circle and QB and QP, they are the tangents drawn from external point to a circle. Right? They are equal. Also, it is given in the question, if you see here, these two angles are equal. Angle P and angle C are equal. If two angles are equal, then sides opposite to equal angles are also equal. What is the opposite angle of angle P? That is QC. And what is the opposite side of angle C? That is PQ. Right? So I can write as QC equal to QP. That is my equation number 2. Students, are you understanding? Here two angles are equal. Then the sides opposite to equal angles are also equal. What is the side opposite to C? What is the side opposite to P? That is QC. What is the side opposite to C? That is QP. See, from equation number 1 and equation number 2, right hand sides are equal. If right hand sides are equal, I can equate left hand side. They are BQ and QC. Yes, length of BQ is equal to length of QC. Hence, proved. Okay, let's little bit logical question. This is Except that everything is clear. Only thing is we need to understand these two angles are equal, then the sides opposite to equal angles are also equal. Actually question number 5, 6, 7 and 9, they are the construction of tangents to a circle from an external point. So those all I did in a separate video. You can watch that questions as well as. Okay. This is about our exercise 9.2. So only the concept based questions. Okay children. Thank you.